How much longer until the satellite network is ready?
Another half hour should be sufficient time.
I know what I'm doing.
Of all the champions that I have vanquished in my quest, all the creatures that I have encountered and destroyed, I have never beheld a more perplexing trait than your desire to review things while facing doom and destruction.
Don't knock it till you try it.
We cut to the small town of Ashton, Vermont, where we meet Connie Mills. If you're reading this, shame on you. A girl's diary is private. Okay, I admit, that does get a chuckle out of me, if only because ever since comic books stopped using thought balloons, I've wondered where the hell some of these first-person narrative caption boxes are supposed to be coming from.
Aww, who's a cute little cybermat? Yes, you are. You're like an adorable little cybermat, aren't you? Yes, you are. Oh, you are so cute.
Christabella walks outside and sees some demons. She calls out to them, hoping to get them to break down Lauren's door, but then it bites her, apparently. I'm only guessing because all we see is this shot from behind with the demon at least 5 feet away, then a shot of Christabella turning her head and yelling that it bit her, and then a shot of her arm. I've got a freaking pulse. Oh? I don't want to be a real girl. Wait a second. This is suggesting that Christabella is alive again and can be hurt? You're saying we can see Christabella in pain? Huh. I don't know what it is, but I'm suddenly enjoying the story a lot more.
You're kind of an idiot, aren't you?
But of course, it's our hero, Spear Knockoff, to the rescue, and we learn that indeed he is wearing a jetpack. He grabs her out of the way, and fortunately, she's not so stupid that she wanted him to leave her there, but she gets upset when he says he's going to fry the thing. Don't be silly, Cutlet! How am I gonna eat him if I don't kill him first? I don't know, zombies take bites out of living things, and they're still eating them. That's what you should do, actually. Just go right up to the dinosaur and take a bite out of it. See what happens. By the by, the noise that's made out of the guy's gun? Spam! I don't know if that's stupid or ingenious.
We cut back to Christabella, who has beaten some demon dogs with a tire iron. Here's a dumb question. If Christabella can feel pain now, how come that injury to her stomach isn't killing her right now? She runs into an antique store for safety, but instead finds some unseen demonic force.
You did some very bad things, Christabella. You opposed the order. You tried to take our god's power as your own. Bad girls get punished. If they're lucky, brats we just dispose of.
Ooh, hang on a second, let me get some popcorn! Wait, let's deal. I hate this comic.
We cut to the inside of the Death Star and meet up with, surprisingly, R2-D2 and C-3PO. R2 is largely unchanged in design aside from an all-gray or white color scheme, plus a little coaster on his head and tiny little arms. Look at how small those things are. I guess the inspiration for him was a T-Rex. 3PO's design, however, is more obviously inspired by Fritz Lang's Metropolis. More interesting than that, though, R2-D2 doesn't speak in beeps. I admit I'm not entirely sure how to handle this. What sort of voice to give him for this recap? In keeping with the idea that R2-D2 is actually a salty, foul-mouthed droid if we could understand him, I think I'm gonna go for that same kind of crassness. Kind of a stereotypical New York-Brooklyn cab driver. The external bombardment appears to be concentrated in this area. The structure has exceeded the normal stress quotient by 0.4, although there is no immediate danger. And then the two get knocked to the side by an explosion. No immediate danger? You're faulty. Up yours, Goldilocks. I got a bad motivator. Henderson orders Lopez to try to disconnect it, somehow getting a hold of the gun, despite her saying she has no idea how to do that, and her tampering with it could make it go sooner. Walsh, calling him a blasphemer, charges at him, but gets shot for his trouble. However, it seems that there are still automatic security systems in the place that zap Henderson for that. It's God's will, my boy. Don't you see? I am the chosen one, abused and mortally wounded by the wicked. I shall be transported to heaven, and healed by the angels of the Lord, and then reborn, I shall descend once more. Don't you see? I am the new Messiah!
Is this the human condition of madness, leader? It is.
Berg wants to try to take Walsh with them, but he refuses, and Lopez points out that they'll be dead for sure if they try.
And this beautiful but evil witch with blood-red tears has a little message for you.
Could someone please pass the Visine?
He contacts his detective friend, Brady, and the three board the train intended to be robbed along with another detective, all of them soon climbing to the roof of the train.
Ow! The dust! It's like being shot in the eyes by a glitter gun.
The other detective gets shot by one of the robbers, Tong managing to save him before he falls off.
We once again see the real protagonist of Dead Alive, and the only likable character, the dog, leading the demon dogs against the hideous abominations.
Bear's posse, the skinned dogs he made his bitches. They're helping us. Behold the power of Bear the Dog!
Berg realized that Walsh must have gotten to the island somehow, and earlier had spotted something weird on his camera. The paraglider. He just didn't realize that that's what it was until Walsh was rambling about angels. As such, the two were able to use it to glide across the rest of the island, descending faster thanks to the two of them being in it, but able to get past the dome. They abandon the paraglider and go into the water, getting to witness the whole place evaporating in yet another pretty impressive explosion. Or would this technically be an implosion? Still, our heroes survive, and Admiral Krauss sends out a helicopter to see if there were any survivors. So what do we do now? What do we tell the world? Well, first, that the new messiah of the Christian ecologists is a bit extra crispy now. The truth, I guess. If they let us, if they'll listen, because even with the alien ship and all its works gone, our Earth has been altered forever. Now, we know something that puts the world's petty squabbles into perspective.
You learned almost too late that man is a feeling creature.
He tampered in God's domain.
Keep looking. Keep watching the sky.
Just to really fulfill our 50s sci-fi movie writing, the two start making out because they're a couple now, I guess, what with them being heterosexual and spending any amount of time together. And so our comic ends with them being airlifted away on a helicopter at sunrise. Unfortunately, it turns out the sun is also a terraforming project and they forgot to switch that one off, and it soon explodes. This comic kinda sucks.